Hi friends, good morning. Now we are going to discuss in economics, unit 3, money and credit. What is money? You know the importance of the money, what is the value of the money. So here we are going to discuss what are the importance of the money. Money, what is money? Now at a current medium of exchange in the form of coins and bank notes, collectively known as money. I think you have your money, coins and everything in your hand, right? So that is money. And credit, the ability of a customer to obtain the goods or services before the payment based on the trust that payment will be made in the future. Oru nambikkai, like that, the trust. Here, what is the importance of both things? What we are going to learn in this chapter? Learning objectives. To know about the barter system. What is the barter system? It is a system of exchange, goods or services for other goods or services without using a medium of exchange such as money. What is barter system? It is a system of exchange goods or services for other goods or services without using a medium of exchange such as money. Without money, instead of one good to the other goods you people are exchanging. That is barter system. Very initially people started to use this barter system. Then to understand about money and various transactions of money. To know about the role of RBI. RBI means Reserve Bank of India. The headquarters of Reserve Bank of India is in Mumbai. To understand about the various types of credits and the beneficiaries. What is the benefit we are just using with this credit? So first, let me know the introduction about this money. This chapter deals with the evolution of money over the years and its functions. It also explains on the role of the Reserve Bank of India. It throws light on foreign exchange, monetary aggregates and forms of credit. What is foreign exchange? It's a financial market, okay, in which foreign currencies are bought and sold. That is foreign exchange. It further explains how technological advancement have made banking easy and swift in today's world. That is quickly, how easily, fast you are just getting all those moments. Almost all the things used by man have a monetary value. Monetary means money value. In addition to that, the pay given for labor, that is wages, payment earned for the work, wages, salary, and services are all fixed on the basis of money. The taxes and duties is the responsibilities, are also paid in the form of money. We would have seen our parents planning the expenses at our home every month. You yourself are planning too much. If you have some amount in your hand, what will you do? You'll plan something. You are deciding something to purchase or something else. Okay, like that. The monthly income, pending expenditure, expenses, what we are spending over there, the cost, savings, payment of interest, etc. are all measured in terms of money. If you are putting some amount in bank, you are getting interest for that. So it is also money only, measured in terms of money. Not only at homes, but also the budgets of a country or states are also framed on the basis of money only. The government as well as private institutions and industries calculate their financial status through money. Thus, money plays a predominant and inseparable role in all our lives. So, money is an important role playing in our lives. Now, first point we are going to discuss about barter system. Barter system is nothing but a system of exchange where the participants in a transaction directly exchange the goods or services. So here, if there arises a question, has man always used money? The answer would be no. How? When did money enter into lives of men? In this lesson, let us learn about the evolution of money over the years. Very ancient, the people, those who started to hunted and gathered the food. In the ancient period, man started to hunt and gather the food. Where they lived? They lived in caves and forests. In later stages, they invented the weapons for hunting and gathering of food. Later, he invented fire and learned to practice agriculture. He used the mud to build houses. Nowadays, we are building in bricks and cement with the iron rods and everything. Previously, they were using only mud to build the houses and settle down in a place, and also to make earthenware. The potteries, which is useful for the manufacturing of pots and using for the cooking purpose. When the agricultural yield was high, they made handicrafts. When there was a surplus in agriculture produce, surplus means additional, more abundant supply in agriculture produce and other articles like earthenware, they exchanged it with the people who needed them. That means the goods which they have excess in their hand, that goods they are exchanging to the other goods which they are in lack. For example, if a community had excess foodstuff, they would exchange that with those who had the excess pots, earthenware. Likewise, when a particular grain grew in abundance, that is surplus, in a region, it was exchanged for a different crop in another region. These articles which were exchanged through the barter system can be termed as the first form of trade. What is that? The barter system only is termed as the first form of trade. Now, coins. The barter system flourished wherever the civilizations thrived. Civilizations where the human development you can able to find out. It was flourished, thrived. This system was active not only within a civilization but also among the civilizations. So this was the initial form of international trade. During archaeological excavations in Egypt and Iraq, archaeological excavation means the scientific study of material which remains of past human life and activities. Okay, now excavations to make hollow by removing the inner part of the earth to find what they are extracting from the earth. So during the Indus Valley civilization, they were excavated. Look at the coins. They were used in the early period. As years went, there were issues found in the barter system. So for example, there were problems in the exchanging needed goods. A person who had a paddy, that is rice, nil solrangla, that is what is in need of earthenware, for instance. Okay, instead of pot, they are just exchanging the paddy. But the person who had pots and other utensils was not in need of paddy. Thus, the needs of many people were not fulfilled. What they are just saying here, it is not the same cost of that. The pot is a lesser value and paddy might be a more. So it is not a exchanging of goods to goods, it is a loss to them. So less valuable one. So thus the needs of many people were not fulfilled. Measuring the quantity and the value of the goods exchanged were found very difficult. So to solve these issues, they fixed a common item with a standard value for the effective exchange of goods. So it was usually in the form of some metal. Metals were rare to find and could be maintained for a long time and never lost their value. Hence, the metals can be termed as the first form of money. Which is called as the first form of money? Metals. Metals can be termed as the first form of money. These may be the reason why metals were chosen. These may be the reasons why metals were chosen. Gold, silver and copper were the metals used first. So it's a very important. Which were the metals they were used very first during this period. So they were called as the ancient currency. Which are called as the ancient currency? Gold, silver, copper. They were the metals in the ancient currency. Leather, beads, shells, tobacco, salt, corn and even slaves were exchanged as a barter, says the economist. The later Cholas allowed the traders to have their own army. Historical evidences states that during this period, small traders and producers gave the credit to the Tamil traders to support their export needs. Now, points of view is a natural money. What is that natural money? The metals such as silver and gold which gained the importance gradually all over the world. So, these metals were used as a standard value in the exchange of goods. So, this was called as a natural money. Now, look at the paper money. As days went by, issues arose because while trade prospered, there were insufficient reserves of gold and silver. So, mines also had a limited reserve of these metals. Mines means mining to find out those metals. So, an alternative was found and coins were made using metals with lesser value. So, these were used to buy and sell goods of lesser value. So, it was used as the money of the poor people. Paper money, it's a lesser value. So, it is just called as a poor people money. Hence, these coins were printed in a large numbers. Paper money came into being the next stage. Okay. An alternative was found and coins were made using metals with lesser value. So, this is called as a poor people money, the metal which they were used. Now, during this sophistication period, these coins were printed in a large numbers. Paper money came into being as the next stage. So, this money was without form and people started saving in banks. So, the Great Economic Depression was also prompted the saving habit of the people. Money has become an inseparable part of everyone's life today. So, it has changed its form in the economic front. Money transactions are done through many ways in the electronic world. Look at this now, history of money. First one is the barter system. Point 2 is coin. Then currency they brought out. Gold coins they started to do it up. Then Marco Polo's travel paper money. Then printing of currencies they have started. Electronic transfer. Credit card invented by the John Begins. Mobile banking. It was introduced in the European banks. Then NFC, near field communication, was introduced in Britain. So this is the history of money, how they have just transferred from the barter system to coin, currency, then gold coins. They brought out the paper money, printing of currencies, credit cards, electronic transfers and so on. So they brought out, this is the history of money. Now look at this, the different variation of currencies. Point number 5 is electronic transactions. What are the development in that? Electronic transactions. One has to visit the bank and fill in a challan or produce a check to withdraw the money from his account. One person, if they need a money something from the bank, they have to go to bank and they have to fill the challan or a check to withdraw the money from his or her account. Now, this practice is gradually vanishing. Instead, one can easily withdraw the necessary amount from an automated teller machine, that is ATM, with the help of an ATM debit card. One can easily withdraw the money needed at any time at ATMs located everywhere. A person can deposit money in their account without visiting the branch. So this much of development they brought out with the help of the electronic transactions. Look at similarly. Credit cards are also available through which things are bought on credit and the amount can be paid later. Nowadays, instead of using checks or demand drafts, online transactions through the net banking are carried out. Through this, money is transacted to anyone who lives anywhere across the globe. So, technology has advanced so much that even mobile banking is widely used nowadays. Look at this mobile banking picture, very interesting. State Bank cash is available. How can they can transfer. Now look at the role of Reserve Bank of India. A government has the responsibility to regulate money supply and oversee the monetary policy, that is money, currency policy relating to the money. Hoarding of money must be avoided at all costs in a country's economy. Only then money can be saved in banks. A major portion of the savings in banks are used for the development of industries, economic growth, and various development schemes for the welfare of the poor people. All the major and important banks were nationalized 1969 in India. The Reserve Bank of India regulates the circulation of currency in India. The Reserve Bank of India started its operation on 1st April 1935. So it was permanently moved to Mumbai. So it's the headquarters, we can say that. Where is the headquarters of Reserve Bank of India? It's in Mumbai. So it was moved to Mumbai from the year 1937 onwards. It was stable. RBI, that is Reserve Bank of India, was nationalized in 1949. 85% of the printed currency is left for circulation. According to the statistics available as in August 2018, currency worth of 19 lakh crore are in circulation. That is source Reserve Bank of India.